Welcome back to the glorious sunny fields of Perthshire in bonny Scotland. I am back out with Mr. Marty, the man who found that incredible hammered silver coin on the last dig, which came from the top of this hill. And this used to be a medieval fort from the late 11th century all the way through until the 1600s. And I'm not convinced, because I haven't had all your feedback yet, and some of you are great at identifying coins, but I think it is King John I, and I think it was a class 5 penny from the Durham Mint, which is in England, and it dates to a very specific period. It looks like sometime between 1205 and 1207 AD, so it's a coin that's over 800 years old. So we did guess possibly Durham on the coin when we found it, and also the name Pierre, and apparently he was the minter. He minted the coins in the name of King John. So it's a really, really rare coin, and in incredibly good condition as well. So we're back on that field. Marty's first silver coin with the XP DEUS. If you're going to do it, then do it right, that's for sure. That is the way to do it. So, as I mentioned on my previous video, I think 3 years on YouTube just happened in mid-February. So thank you all for the incredible support over the last 3 years. And I'm pushing towards 40,000 subscribers. Who would have thought it? And also I've just passed 6.5 million views in 3 years. So let's go and see if there's some treasures to be found. Well, as usual, I haven't even started, and Martyn's already got, oh, well, I don't know if that's a lead seal. That might be a communion token.
Oh, really?
So, MTS 1768. So I think that is a possible early communion token. When someone took their Holy Communion, the local church would issue them with these. MTS, I don't know, it could be the initials of the person, but it could also be the parish or the church or even the minister. But that is really nice. I haven't had one of them in a long time, but you don't get many of them, especially in lead. The early ones are lead, and then later they make them out of pewter.
Oh, right.
That's a great start. Fantastic, what a find. Taken me about 10 minutes to get my first digger. I've also made the numbers bigger to try and help with your viewing experience. 56, 57, but going down to the 40s, and a distinct bit of an irony tone as well. But well within the realms of hammered coin territory. One more, and then we'll get the pinpointer in. I think it's still in the hole. I think. Oh, I'm all tangled up. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I've got myself in a muddle. Right, get back to you in a second. Well, I did say it had a bit of an irony tone to it, and it's a clip for a pole for a polytunnel, one of these polythene covered metal framed tunnels for agriculture, growing strawberries and raspberries. Oh well. Well, what do you make of this from Martyn? It's lead, and it's a little cupid, a little sort of child figure there, maybe even a winged angel leaning over, grabbing onto whatever this is, foliage or such like. You can see it's broken. It's probably been a curved shape, like a decorative pediment sort of thing. On the reverse, there is a little diamond with the letter B and U in it, so I don't think it's massively old, but probably a bit of a casting off of a piece of furniture maybe. It's just a bit weird that it's made of lead, but I think it's probably classical 17 into the 1800s, I would say. But let us know in the comments below. Weird find number 1. Brilliant. Well done, Marty. I have to say, it's been very quiet for me, almost an hour in, and just a few pieces of aluminium and some lead. 75, which I think is what Martyn said his hammered coin came through at. I think we're out. Sounds like a reasonable target. That's round. Is that a buckle? Maybe. Possibly. It would be nice if it was, because it'd finally be something old. Oh, it's not. You know what it is? It's a threaded ring for a water pipe. Thought it was going to be a wee medieval D-buckle there, but nope. Unfortunately, it's junk. I've got a relic. It's another threaded item, unfortunately. A couple of lugs on the side, but there is writing on it. And it appears to say DEP USE, DEUS, or maybe it stands for Depot Use, maybe it's an abbreviation. No idea. It's a little threaded cap, but at least it's a little bit better than a washer or a bit of aluminium. Well, a relic of some description. Initially I thought it was an ear tag for a cow, aluminium, but it's actually lead. You can see it's very intentionally made with these two strips down each side, but turn it over and what's confusing me is here. It's got like a pin attached to the end. So I've got no idea what that is or what it's for. But if you know, comment below. Can I call that a relic? Maybe. Date unknown. Maybe, just maybe, something good at last. 82. Certainly not been my luck so far. Martyn not doing much better, to be honest, but well, you take the good with the bad. And you're always only one hole away from potentially something amazing. Especially if there's a coin from the 1200s. That is... what is that? It's a lump. Is that it? It is. Well, I don't know, maybe bronze, but I'll clean it up, and if it's anything interesting, I'll get back to you. This is the best sounding target of the day. I've waited almost 2 hours for this. 90 possible Georgian coin, copper coin. What a bottle top. What a bit of aluminium. I did get a Georgian copper just 50 metres away from here last time. Oh, right, we're out. Still reading 90, 91 Georgian copper. That would be a lovely way to improve my day. Oh no, wait. Oh, I don't believe it. It's a spendable, is it? It's got that brown colour to it. It might be a spendable 2p. It is. But look at that for an imprint. It's a spendable 2p. Queen Elizabeth II. Well, it's a coin. Let's look on the bright side. Not quite the ancient coin I was hoping for today, but beggars can't be choosers. It's a spendable 2p of the late Queen Elizabeth II, and you can see the date, 1987. 2p. So if I can find something worth 2p, I can go and spend this. This was a screamer. It's way up at 99. I think it's been brass originally, and it was fairly shallow. I knew it was probably going to be junk, and it kind of is. I think it's a little lid off of a little vessel, which has been a little bit buckled, but yeah, bit of a bizarre thing to find out in the middle of a field, but there we go. So far today, it's one of those days for me. Well, Martyn says he's got a couple of things, so hopefully we'll have a wee catch up just soon, but I phoned him because he was at the other end of the the permission from me, and we've got fields on all sides of this castle. So I said to him, how about we try this one directly behind me? So we'll go and give it a go, see if there's any treasures to be had. I got 3 hammered silver off this field about 15-20 years ago, so there's hope, especially with the XP DEUS 2. We have a screamer, we've got a beauty. 90-91 Georgian or silver, not a spendable 2p again, please. But that would be amazing, absolutely amazing, if I finally had something good, because this has just been a terrible day. Martin and I were just discussing how bad it's been, and we were expecting, after what he found, we were expecting possibly some more hammers, but not to be. Well, I think I'm in the right place. Just need to make the hole bigger. Oh, what's that? Oh, no. Oh, it's a great big bit of aluminium, old aluminium. What a nightmare. Well, here we go. Take 3, or should I say field number 3. So we're on the other side of the fort from where we first began. It's a ploughed field, got done about a month ago, hopefully not too soft. And fingers crossed, we might actually find something, because it's been pretty diabolical, other than Martyn and his lead possible communion token that he got. So we're going to give it a bash. We've got about an hour left and see if there's anything to be had. Well, this is promising. 81, and I also got the signal within the first couple of minutes. Is that a bullet, or is that my imagination? Nope, that's my imagination. Thought I saw a lead bullet, but no. If it turns out to be junk, to be honest, I'm pretty happy, because I was going ages without digging a target in the last field, so hopefully there are more targets to be had. Time for the Garrett carrot. And it might actually be a coin. And it is. I don't believe it. Farmer's coming. I'm just going to turn you off in case I'm going to talk to him. Well, here's a closer look at my coin. I gave it away. The farmer stopped with his son. So it was a Victorian penny, and I realised after he drove off with it, I realised, oh no, I forgot to film it cleaned up, but it was Queen Victoria. It was from 1862. It was pretty smooth, pretty worn. I gave him the 2p too, because he probably lost that one day himself, so he's away to spend it. This is another good signal. 83, 84. Thought it was going to be shallower, but nope. I think I'm far away. Or maybe I'm in the wrong place. Well, I tell you what, I've got another coin, or a button. There's a bit of an imprint on there. And that is well, it might be a coin. It might be another coin, 2 in 2 minutes. But if it is a coin, it's certainly older. Let me give it a wee clean up and get back to you in a second. Oh, well, I think it could be a copper turner. Slightly large for a turner, but sometimes you do get quite big ones that are overstruck. I think I can just make out a thistle, which you'll see coming through just now with the kind of inner ring with the legend written on it as well. So this would be 1600s, sometime between Charles I, 1625 through to 1649, or his son, Charles II, who was restored 1660 to 1685. So, my oldest find, as you can see, a bit buckled, and this side completely gone. Can't see any detail on it, but it is another coin, coin number 3. Well, not been the best of days for me today, but that's us. We're going to finish up, so we'll have a wee look at the best of the worst. Don't go anywhere. A last wee signal for me is a little bit of bronze casting, so someone's been doing a bit of metal work in here. And the extent of my finds, because I've lost 2 of them, there they are. So we've got this lump of bronze, and we've got my little coin, which is probably from the 1600s. And I had my Victorian penny from 1860 something, and my spendable 2 pence, which the farmer's away with, but that's the extent of my treasures. Now, Martyn certainly did better. That was his first signal, first target. MTS 1768.
Yeah.
So I think that's a communion token, but do let me know your thoughts. But still 250 odd years old. Can't complain. Musket ball, quite a big one. And another musket ball which might not have been fired. You can see the seam around it. Still got a little nipple on the end where it's been cut out the mould. But it's a thing.
Is that a watch winder, is it?
Yeah, it looks like a watch winder. Maybe even a clock winder rather than a pocket watch, but it's quite big. Wee bit of decoration on it. Probably 150 or so years old. A little button with an anchor. Maybe naval again. We seem to be getting a lot of anchors at the moment. And then little fragments of lead. That's a post office bag seal.
Post office ones.
Yeah, looks like it. And this one at the top is Dundee. You can just see the words Dundee. So that's come from or gone to the Dundee sorting office. The other one though is in poorer condition. So they're probably about 150 or so years old. Recycled post office bags. And then he's very curious. I forgot he'd even got this. His little Cupid. So that's the extent of the best finds for Martyn. He did a lot better than I did. That was probably one of the worst days I've had in quite some time. And I was expecting that we were actually going to produce some good finds. But, well, not really. Maybe next time. And that is us for another day. Not a particularly great day, but
Sure.
At least Martyn got the little lead item. Interested to hear what you all think about that. I think that's another one for the museum, Martyn.
Yeah.
Because they love it when you get in touch with them. So yeah, excellent. At least we got out the house for 3 hours. So if you enjoyed and you're not already subscribed, then please hit the button. And hopefully we'll see you on the next dig. So take care and thanks for watching.
Goodbye.